Welcome back to Siksorogo Lawu Ultra Asia Trailmaster Final with Hisashi Kitamura running in 5th place. Roughly 5 minutes behind Jeff Campbell.
Who's the first?
John Rionifa.
John. And?
He's 20 minutes ahead, John. Ahead of Rizky and Sherpa.
Okay.
And then it's Christian, then it's Jeff, and you're 6th actually, not 5th. How are you feeling, Hisashi? 6.
Alright, cool. Mornifa, Christian.
Onifa, Sherpa, Kurniawan, then Campbell,
Okay.
Jurgensen, you.
Okay.
Jurgensen, Campbell, you.
Okay. Neck is the biggest climb, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
In 1 kilometer you hit the gate.
Okay.
All the best.
Okay, thanks.
Hisashi Kitamura, 6th place, and here we have in 7th place. And he's going very strongly today. Yoyong Sakale from Bukidnon, Mindanao, Philippines. Winner of the Matanao Mountain Marathon and also scored 3 other 2nd places.
Hey, Chris.
Yoyong, how's it going?
Okay. Okay.
You're in 7th place.
Yeah.
Hisashi just right there. Jeff Campbell is 5th, 5 minutes up the road.
Thank you.
Cheers. So Yoyong Sakale keeping pace with Hisashi Kitamura. That's one of the, let's say, surprises of this early part of the race. Sakale is a very tough competitor, but that he would have the running pace of Hisashi Kitamura and Jeff Campbell, because as we saw, Jeff Campbell is not so far. That's a surprise. Let's see if we can catch some more runners. The field is of course dispersing while the Jeep parade is back here as well. That's actually not very nice, because I can even smell the gasoline myself. The big question is somebody else coming to make this live stream worthwhile, or I will proceed with some video updates until we get the first women to arrive here at this point. Let's take a look at the scenery at the logo Dringo. That's where we are. And that's the first main hill that the runners have to conquer this morning before. It's kind of the warm-up for Gunung Lawu. And what we noticed from this warm-up, as we saw in our previous broadcast, is that Alessandro Sherpa has very good legs. But whether he has the legs to catch up with John Rionifa and close a gap of what is about almost 20 minutes, that remains to be seen, of course. I have seen John Rionifa perform in Akka Trail in Thailand last August. That was an 80-kilometer race, more or less just like this one, in very, very tough conditions, very wet, very slippery, and John Ray certainly did not slow down in those 80 kilometers. John Rionifa, we already mentioned before, he's back at his best level, first time in a few years actually. He's also smiling a lot. He seems to be in a really good place at the moment and feeling very comfortable, very confident. And he's won 6 ATM races since July. So that's quite an achievement. Admittedly, not always the strongest fields, but a few of them had strong fields. And you still have to do it. As they say in cycling also, try to win a race. It's not as easy as people think, even if you have great legs. I see a runner coming down there, and I think that's Ahmad Nizar. He is now arriving at the 8th station. So we, as you can see, we're a bit further up. I believe I saw Ahmad Nizar, the second Indonesian runner. That's important for the team championship. He's still 500 meters away from here, and there's the aid station, so it might still take a few minutes before we actually see him here. Ahmad Nizar has been flirting with podium places for the past 2 years in Indonesian races. I think he scored 2 or 3 third places, has not yet won an ATM race. And that's mainly the fault of Rizky Kurniawan, the Indonesian runner who is running in second place, while with these jeeps, the jeep parade is again behind my back, creating quite a lot of noise and gasoline smell. So I suggest that we walk a bit further down. This is our motorcyclist who's been very skilled in driving me around. Thank you very much. Ahmad Nizar is coming. You can go down a bit. So we keep this broadcast rolling, ladies and gentlemen, so apologies for a bit of the rough pictures, but we just want to keep you updated as well as possible. Now that we have a very good connection on the big mountain Gunung Lawu, that will be, of course, a lot more difficult. So we might have a gap in our information on Gunung Lawu. In the meantime, Track Asia in Hong Kong is trying to solve the tracker issues that we're having. And we are quite confident that these will be solved. We have also Santosh Fazan on Gunung Lawu. He's on the summit, and he will be shooting drone footage that hopefully can come through live, but we fear that will be very difficult from the summit. So these drone images, which will probably be fantastic given the fine weather this morning, we will probably be posting them after the race. And we're now behind some of these jeeps, and as we do not encounter any other runner, I actually believe Ahmad Nizar will be the number 8 in the race. Let's see. And so the viewers can also get a bit of an idea of what the kampung in Indonesia looks like. There you also see the sign for Bukit Mongkrang, and there we have William Chang, Dr. William. Here is the first runner of the public race. So it is not Ahmad Nizar. It is the first runner of the 80-kilometer open public race. So that's not an ATM finalist. So the open public is also being held today. And we're back at the aid station, and there we see Wilson Singing coming. That's the first Malaysian. So Wilson Singing is in 8th place. That's also very important for the team championship. One could expect Wilson to move up the leaderboard later on.
Huh? 10 minutes. Currently, Wilson under position number 8, and then Malaysia number 9. Jalur Gemilang, Wilson. Okay.
Jalur Gemilang, ha? Okay, see you,
Selepas ini, Wilson akan stick line, ya? Stick line.
Lokal. Tapi haus lagi nih.
Haus lagi. Ada air botol lagi. Enggak ada.
Siapa Yoyong? Depan saya.
Dari Filipina.
Filipin. 10 minutes.
10 minutes. Yes. Roughly 10 minutes.
And Yo-Young is
Hello.
with Yo-Young is with Hisashi.
Oh wow.
Good luck, Wesley. That's Wilson singing. He was inquiring about the position of Yo-Young Sakali. Yo-Young Sakali important. His team Philippines, and yeah, Philippines is probably the top favorite for the team championship this year. They have Onifa, they have Sakali, so they have 2 runners in the top 7 at the moment. There we have also from the public race, and it's Arif Wismayono, the 2015 ATM champion, who decided also not to compete in the ATM final this year. Arif, and if I'm not mistaken, Arif is on the 50-kilometer race this morning. And here we have Ahmad Nizar, and he's followed by Yuta Matsuyama from Japan. So Ahmad Nizar is number 9, and Yuta Matsuyama is number 10. So we have the top 10. Hi, Amar. Yuta Matsuyama. How's it going, Yuta?
Very nice.
Right.
So, yeah.
You're top 10.
Yeah, slip by slip.
Pasko bang yo.
Thank you.
All the best, Yuta.
Yeah.
Ahmad Nizar, Indonesia, Yuta Matsuyama, Japan, they're running up the top 10 for men at the moment in the ATM final. So we have 2 Japanese runners, 2 Filipinos in the top 10. But Team Japan unfortunately only managed to set up 2 women, Akane Nimoto and Tamai Hirata. Unfortunately, the other qualified Japanese women were not available to race and travel this weekend. So Team Japan unfortunately is not part of the team championship. As mentioned before, you need to have 3 men and 3 women. These runners here are on the open public race. You can see that on the number bib. And while we are awaiting the first woman, let's walk a bit further down this path to change the scenery. Pagi. And there you can see the familiar Jeep parade. They found a parking lot. So we have the top 10. Looking good for Team Pilipinas if you consider Onifa is quite far ahead, further ahead than expected at this point of the race. So that's important because the team championship is based on time. So the finish times of the fastest 3 men, fastest 3 women. And A lot of campsites here, and for schools, for team building exercises in this area. Hence also the series of warung here. Here's some nice local food.
Hello.
Hello. And let's see who's coming up here from this trail. This part of Indonesia, Central Java, is very beautiful. If you like outdoors, if you like volcanoes, if you like high mountains, you like rainforest, then you should come here, spend some time here in Central Java. And here we have the first woman, Vanja Knops. Just like last year, she's leading the race in the early section. The big question for Vanja is, can she hold on to the lead over 77 kilometers and 5,000 meters of elevation gain? Vanja looking good, just like last year.
Happy. Awesome trail.
All
really
right.
amazing. I love this trail.
Okay, wonderful. The best is yet to come though.
Yeah?
In 2 kilometers you start climbing Gunung Lawu.
Yeah, it's gonna be tough.
Okay. Aid station is right up there.
Okay.
Vanja Knops, based in Singapore, originally from Belgium. She was the bronze medalist in the Belgian half marathon championship last year. She ran a time of 1:15. 1:15 half marathon. She really likes trail running. She was also a cross-country runner for the Belgian team when she was younger. She went to the European Championship once, I believe. But since then based in Singapore, and has been moving more and more into trail. But she's still just she's still quite young, to put it this way, and she likes to run fast. So she's not really ready yet mentally to focus on 100-kilometer races or all that. So she likes to retain her speed, which I think is correct. Speed is often overlooked in trail running. Vanja is not running for Team Singapore, she's running for Team Asia Expat.
Thank you very much. See you.
All the best, Vanja.
Thank you.
Yeah. And we will follow Vanja as she proceeds her journey towards Gunung Lawu. So Vanja Knops, last year she was third in the Mount Apu Sky Race, the ATM Final. She was leading the race early on. She was the first one to put Hauha under pressure in Hauha's running career. But as I just mentioned, 77 kilometers is long for Vanja. She's not training for that distance. So she's just hoping that she can hold on and that there's no pressure coming from behind. Last year she suffered on Mount Apo. She did not have a good month. She was not feeling great the past month in her races. Let's see how it goes today. we just saw, there is still nobody coming. That means that Rashila Tamang from Nepal has lost terrain compared to Vanya. Rashila was very close to Vanya at aid station 2, but the gap has widened. Of course, for Rashila, Gunung Lawu will be key.
Where is Rashida?
She's further behind now. She was close to you at aid station 2, but now bigger gap. So, but she's waiting for Lawu. And we follow Vanya just a little bit more. We hope to catch also Rashila Tamang in this broadcast. There's quite steep roads here leading to the gate that we just saw in a previous broadcast that leads to the trail up Gunung Lawu. She was asking about Rashila, as you could hear. She was in Nepal actually, Vanya, up until last week, I believe. She was on a training camp, as I understand, together with Sanj Sherpa, a legend in Nepal. She's the winner of Bukit Lawang Utan Trail in North Sumatra this year, and last year she also won the BTR challenge in Bali. So she is quite familiar with Indonesia already. And we'll be stopping this broadcast now. We'll be moving location, and we will wait for Rashila Tamang